Okay, so we've discussed your rubric, how you need to, and I'm going to just show you a picture of each thing. You traced your area, right? And you found your measurements. Almost everybody has that done unless they've been absent. And this is the first thing you need to get done and check in with me. The next thing is you found your calculations. I have quite a few people who are finishing this up. You're literally listing all of the stuff out in a row and then putting it all in your calculator, and you're going to check your answer with me. If you're within about, 20 centimeters or so, I'm going to give it to you. Okay? I'm sorry, I'm recording right now and we're doing this right now, so there shouldn't be any other talking. So you need to be within range for here. The next thing we're doing is these 3 discussion questions. I talked about this yesterday. Put this up on my website. These 3 discussion questions for your conclusion question. And then you're putting your whole poster together for your presentation. You have your title, everybody's name on it. You have your introduction up there. You have your map up there. You have each person's color, the percentages, total area. You can just put up your whole calculations, or you can make it shorter on there. And you have your paragraph on there for your rubric. The next thing we're going to talk about is what you should say for your presentation. Every person in this room, when a group is presenting, is going to answer these 4 questions. And you're going to have these questions on your table, and you're going to write them in a piece of paper, and you get credit for other people's presentations. So at the end, once every group has presented, I'm going to check that you have answered these questions for each group, and you get points. Okay, so you have to pay attention when people are presenting. So you're going to tell me the group members' names. So you need to tell me your names when you come up to present so that we can write them down. And it needs to be available on your poster so we can see it in case you talk too fast, right? You're going to say how your area on your map is different from the students. How is your area on your map different from the students presenting their maps? For example, does it have more or less red, blue, green, or yellow, and how much? Ms. Murphy speaking. Is there anybody else? Because her class last time I went there was a disaster. No, I don't mean somebody else. I mean somebody else I could sub for. Okay, so it's Lopez or nothing. Okay, just ask it. No, it's okay. What is the room number? 1360. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye. Okay. Anybody have Lopez next to her? I'll be there. Okay, so. Just so you know, you should pick low. Yeah. I know, I wasn't given a choice. So, how is your area in your map different from the students presenting their map? For example, does it have more or less red, blue, green, or yellow than yours, and by how much? Do you agree with the group's presentation? Definition of redlining, if yes, why? Stop talking. If yes, why? And if no, how is your definition different? Would you rather live in your city or live in the city that is being presented by the group you are watching now? Why? Okay, so you need to tell me your group's name. You need to look at the map and really explain how much percent is red, blue, green, and yellow so that you can tell the difference from your own map. Okay? Do you agree with the group's presentation definition of redlining? So you're going to have to say what your definition of redlining is so that people can compare it to their own. Okay? And you don't really need to say much about number 4, but you're presenting your city. Is it good for people? Like, is there a lot of area that people can live in? Is there more hazardous area? All of that. What does it mean if there's more hazardous area? I'm going into that. Any questions about these questions? So I will put a copy up here if you want to take a picture of it so you can prepare for your presentation. Okay, but I only have a class set of it because I'm going to put it on everybody's table and you guys are going to do this in a notebook. Okay, when you are taking notes for people's presentation. These questions are to keep you focused and so that you get more out of it. Like the point of this project is twofold. One, we're talking about finding area. That's the geometry part of it, right? I need you guys to be able to find area of different shapes. That's part of the requirements for geometry by the state. The other one is that you guys get what redlining is, and it's like teaching that, because I didn't know what redlining is before I researched this and learned about it. So I think it's an important thing for us to know. And someday you guys are going to pick your own houses and where to live and all of that. Questions?
I will tell you this, picking a house to where to live is very difficult. I've been doing it for half a year to a year now.
Well, and you don't have kids right now.
Yeah.
Now, if you're thinking about kids, you want a good school district, but you might want to live in an area that is diverse, that has lots of different people. But, you know, you're going to think about it someday.
Real life application, if you guys find this is pointless, it's not pointless.
Yeah. Okay, I'm stopping recording.